God wouldn't let you end there or stay there. And in fact, share. So you even went into life groups.
Yes.
And which it had to be a kind of a big step in that whole decision process.
Yes.
And then the other thing you shared, even in the life groups, is God wasn't done with. Your life still didn't get better. You had new problems. Share a little bit about what happened when you got into life groups, how that affected, but then also your struggle that you had in that moment.
Life group, yes. I wasn't sure because I didn't want to involve in church. I just wanted to hear what God says that night day and then go home. And so when you guys invited me to life group, I'm not sure. I just rather go home and go to bed again. But I went, and that really gave me a time to be myself and not be judged. But they were there to eat and support me and pray for me and be able to email life group friends or church prayer lady, Sharon, that I'm having a hard day. Pray for me. That's all. And I have no energy. I'm going through a tough day again. I know God is helping me. God is in this, but I can't see it. Just be real. And they just pray. And I text your wife, I'm having a hard day. Pray for me. That's all I need to say. But that was a big support and just accepted who I was. And I had a panic attack, anxiety attack, panic attack while I was sitting at church. But there was Shannon in the back to just hold me till I passed through that panic attack, sweating, crying. And so the church family closeness, be myself, even at church, that I wanted to hide in the back.
Yeah.
It really helped me go through.
Well, I think and what you share there is just that, how God uses that community, for where your ups and downs and all of that.
Right.
And of course, we shared, I know she was in our group, we were blessed. One is because, you heard about us and, came, that was great. But even just your open and honesty, it was great because we felt like, okay, we were blessed by your presence and your willingness to be vulnerable. And what strikes me, even as we talked about it last week, is there was a surrender to it. You were willing to keep going in a direction I know you didn't really want to go, but you went anyway. Share if you want. I think about it, you just had this journey back is an ongoing thing, and so you had a situation with your eyes happen.
Yes.
And that was kind of around the area where you're about giving and tithing and all that stuff. Share what your experience, because these are spiritual truths that, okay, do I follow that truth given your situation? So kind of share what you went through with that.
So through the process, good days and bad days, some days I'm crawling in the bathroom, God, I can't do this. You said you loved me. I know your word is true, but it's not easy. Do I want to live like this? Are you allowing me to live like this? Crawling in the bathroom, just still hard, but I was like, I know God is real. Help me get through this. And I was always struggle. And then that time, my doctor said my eye is bad, my right side, and you need a surgery. I was like, okay, now another thing. And I'm going to be blind if I let it go too far. It's like, that's serious. But I can't really take up on another thing right now. So I ignored as much as I could. But I found out that it's really getting bad. And then I see that was really blurry, and it's really a lot of eye pain. So I finally went to a doctor, and I need a surgery. But I need quite a bit of money to do that. And insurance said that it's going to be about $2,100. And the copay, the deductible. What kind of insurance is that? I pay every month, Then I really need a surgery, and I still have to pay $2,100. All right, God, I don't have that money. But I have 1 more month. Doctor said we can wait 1 more month. Okay, God, you can heal me. I know you healed. and you can heal me, that would be great. But your way is not always my way. If you don't heal, and I have to believe, and I have to trust that you will provide the money. So I, pray, and I share a life group. I never ask for money. I never ask for money to anybody, but I need this money to get my eye fixed. Maybe they do payment plans, in-house payment plans. So I had to see. I wasn't too anxious, but yes, I see my eye really blurry, and I need to do something. And so I, email my dad.
Yeah.
And
Well, I was going to say, it was right in the middle where we were talking about tithing and giving. And
Yes, it was
God,
getting there.
trusting God, right? Yeah.
yeah, it's getting there. So, and my dad sent me $1,000 for part of your eye surgery, and then my brother gave me $200. And he is a minister, and he works 2 jobs to get his ministry going. So it's not much, but my wife and I want to help you. Like, wow, what a blessing. But God, I still have a lot more to go. And what should I do, God? I'm waiting. Or do I? And then right after I pray, my husband calls on my cell phone. And guess what? I was like, oh no, another bad news. Good news? He goes, you can't believe it. Oh no, bad news. And he goes, I just found $1,600 in a drawer, cash. Like, what? Where does it come from? He goes, I don't know. I don't know how long it's been sitting there. And I really don't know. We have a junk drawers, right? And all pushed in, and I guess it was so full that money fell on the back on the
Check our
cabinet.
drawers when we get home.
Yes.
Man.
So I was like, wow, now it pays more than my eye surgery. Wow, God, you are so funny, you do stuff like that. But it's so irresponsible us that $1,600 laying around and not knowing how long. But what a timing.
Well, the reason I was bringing it up, because that was right when we had done a 90-day challenge in tithing, and we had said, look, you've signed this form, a commitment in 90 days, and if God doesn't bless you, because it's the only area God says to test us, we'll pay you back everything you gave. I mean, gladly, because we believe in what God was doing.
And I
that
thought
was
you
where
guys
you're at,
were
right in the middle of
nuts.
that. Right.
I thought you guys were nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott said that, and he was after 24 hours fasting, so I thought he was going a little crazy with that food. That's my reaction was. And when he was saying that, it's like, I never heard of anybody, any church, any pastor saying that. Must be
Well, I think you even
something
said you
wrong
looked
with
at me
God.
to see if I was
Yes.
going like this.
So I saw at Mark, and I thought Mark was going, no, stop, no. He was like, yes. I was like, these guys are nuts. But at the same time, wow, they really want us to obey God in this area and challenge God in this area. And they really trust in God for us, that financial blessing, the giving. And I was never a big giver. If I have a 10%, I want to go shoe shopping. I have a 10%, I have to pay, I'm going to put the bills. I never really trusted in God in that area. And I was challenged, say, I want to do it. I am getting substitute job. I don't know how many hours I'm going to work, but the 10% I make from that, I want to trust in God. I want to do that. So my first 10% was $20. But God, I am so thankful to give this to you. Thank you for bringing me where I am. Now I can start substitute job. And this $20 belong to you. I am so thankful. And that was a big thing because I wanted to $20 I want to put towards my shoes. So that was a big thing, but I was so blessed to do it. Then one Sunday I was getting that. Then after that, the eye thing happened, and money thing happened. But it really didn't dawn on me. I thought it was, wow, God is so unique. God is so amazing like that. Then Sunday morning, I was preparing my offering, putting some cash, 10%. Little small offering, but I was so thankful. And it came to me, you saw me. You saw my heart. That $20 I gave 2 weeks ago. You saw that money. You saw my heart. And blessed me more than what I needed for the surgery. And I think God really, really, so He just did what He has promised. And then I found out a couple days before my surgery, really $2,100 are going to charge me a lot more. And they said, nope, we found out that you have to pay $2,100. It's a high deductible. So we like to give you 50% off if you can pay that day. So $1,050 for your surgery. It's like, wow!
Keeps getting better.
Yes!
Yeah.
So does it happen every time I give? No, it doesn't happen. Do I see another $1,600 on my? No.
Yeah.
But even those challenges that God shows who He is, what He really promised is
and those
really
become the
true.
spiritual markers that we talked
Yes.
about. I mean, it's like the God who helped you with your eye surgery or taught you about giving and things. You know, I don't even know if you know this story, but I was in the life group when she shared for the prayer. And so immediately we were going to be leaving on vacation, so immediately I thought, I got to go hold the deacons because we need to help pay for this bill because she needs the surgery. But then I had forgotten to call the deacons, and then I went on vacation, and I realized somewhere in my vacation, I think we're at Disneyland, I thought, oh, I forgot to prepare this thing for Hero. By the time I got back, all this happened, and I'm thinking, that's God. He's easy to make me forget things. If I'd have done that, much of this blessing of God showing up, even I wouldn't have, because, I'm going to tend to be a person that says, okay, well, we need to do something. Let's fix this. I'm a fixer. And by just not, God gets me distracted, He was able to bless you in a way that even I was blessed by, because to see God do that. So that was really neat to be able to see. It's a journey for you, I know, and you're not out of the, it's a lifelong process. But maybe to kind of, even wrap it up, if you were talking to someone who is maybe where you were in a dark place and really doubting God, what words of encouragement would you say to them? I mean, what would you tell them to not give up?
Don't give up. Yes, definitely. In a dark place, you can't see that a God is in every step of your struggles, every step of your doubt. Even though you turn back against God, forget you. I even told my dad, and she was really hurt by it, that I don't believe in God anymore. Yeah. And really hurt my daughter. But even those dark moments, He's in it. Yeah. And He is real. And yes, of course, am I happy 100%? No, every day the struggle. Are you really in this, God? But yeah, He is in it. He is changing me, changed my family, and all my friends are there to support me, walk through me. And I have a church family that when I struggle, I'm going through happy time, hard time, they are there to pray for me. Yeah. And I want to do the same to others. My life is gift now. And I thought my life was